from South Weber, Utah, number 17, Ty Martinez. Your starting pitcher for the Red Sox from Marietta, Georgia, number 35, Daniel Crabtree. The umpires for tonight's game, working home plate is Adam Sims. Working first, and the crew chief is Mike Richards, and on third base is Warren Burrell. Joining the Red Sox on the field is today's junior Red Sox, the U11A Steelers. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you please rise if you are able. Remove your headwear and join Denise Garine in the singing of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It's time to play ball. Brought to you by Box Modular. Proudly supporting baseball and great moments right here in Regina. Let's get this game started. Play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Regina, Saskatchewan. Curry Field is the site for this evening's contest between the Regina Red Sox and the visiting Medicine Hat Mavericks. It's been a long wait for these Red Sox to play here at home. After a series of rainouts and cancellations in games, they'll find themselves with a familiar opponent from the start of the season that they haven't played all the way since June 4th. Red Sox and Medicine Hat Mavericks. Red Sox on a bit of a skid here, losing their last 3 of their last 10 and their last 2 in a row. Medicine Hat, they've only won 4 out of their last 6, losing their last game as well to Swift Current. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the visiting Medicine Hat Mavericks in the batting order. Leading off is center fielder number 22, Evan Morrison. Followed by that will be the second baseman, Blake Dale. Then it's the first baseman, Frankie Giacalone, and then it's the third baseman, Carter Roth, leading the league in base hits coming into today's game. He'll be a tough out for the Sox. Then it's the DH, Eric Calder, the shortstop, Johnny Volcano, who's a staple in this Medicine Hat squad. That's the left fielder, Carson Chan, the catcher, Nate King, and Josh Stark will round out the lineup. Just about ready to start. First pitch here from Curry Field. Our umpires are Adam Sims, Mike Richards, and Warren Burrell. Sims behind the plate. Richards and Burrell will mark the baselines. Daniel Crabtree, the Red Sox starter, hurls and throws outside for a first pitch. Righty on lefty, 1-0. First pitch, 7:03 local time. Second pitch is hit over the head of the shortstop and into left field for Evan Morrison. He'll take a deep round around first, but return back. So it's a 2-pitch leadoff single for Evan Morrison.
Number 5, Blake Dale.
And the Medicine Hat Jr. is on. So Daniel Crabtree coming into his got beat only 3 2/3 innings pitched. He gave up 10 hits and 7 earned runs, only striking out 2, and walked 3 in his short and forgettable day. Now it's up to Blake Dale, the second baseman. Gets this one over to third. Caught by. They'll throw back over to first in time to double them up. Heads up from the Red Sox third baseman. And a smart throw. Morrison took a few steps too many off the bag, and the Red Sox have 2 out in the inning. So now bases empty and 2 gone for Frankie Giacalone. First pitch swinging and foul back, 0-1. Giacalone OPS over 1,000. Currently batting 1,100. In his 21 games, 22 hits. Brought across 16. Swings and misses at that inside fastball. That'll make the count 0-2. Crabtree a chance to get out of it despite giving up the leadoff single. Crabtree, the off speed, gets him swinging. So that leadoff base hit comes up for nothing. Brady Bye gets the double play, and that'll be it for the top of the first. Mavericks, nothing. Red Sox coming to bat.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyer.
So none across in the top of the first as we get ready for the Regina side of the opening frame. Lineup reads as follows as leadoff man, the left fielder Jalen Myers will dig in. He'll be followed by Justin Samard, the second baseman. Then the center fielder Ian Mons, only making his second appearance of the season. Then it's the DH Brady Bye, followed by the third baseman and newcomer Cooper Jones. Then it's the first baseman Will Toger, shortstop Lance Anderson, catcher Daniel Castellanos, and the right fielder Ty Martinez batting ninth. First pitch swung and I missed from the left-hander Cody Myers. Lefty currently playing at Friendswood, Texas. This is his fourth start of the season as that one's hit foul by Myers. 0-1 record, 11 1/3 inning pitched. He's only allowed 4 hits and 4 earned runs. Walked 6, struck out 8, and a 3.18 ERA across his first few appearances. Now an outside to even the count at 1-1. 0-1. Breaking ball, that'll hit the inner part for strike 3. And Myers goes down looking.
Second baseman, number 11, Justin Simard.
Now it's Justin Samar digging in. Smart about it, right-handed. So for Cody Myers, his last appearance was against the Brooks Bombers on the 21st. As Samard hits this one into center. Coming in is Morrison. He'll make the catch, and one pitch, Simard is retired.
Center fielder, number 26.
But in that start against the Bombers, he went 5 innings, allowing no runs on 7 hits, striking out 4 and walking 1, so his defense helped him out in that outing. Pitching that shutout. So now 2 gone for Ian Mons. Looks at a first pitch strike. Lefty on lefty. 3 lefties batting .345 consecutively against the Southpaw starter. So this is Mons. Played just 1 game coming into this at Lafayette, Louisiana, and Louisiana State Shreveport. Counting down to 1 and 2. Two is in the dirt. He'll stay off, and that'll put the deuces wild. And swings and miss there. That'll end the inning. 2 Ks for Cody Myers. 1 looking, 1 swinging, and we are scoreless through 1. Way back with the second inning, Mavericks and Red Sox.
Red Sox blankets established 1913. If you get a bit chilled, come take a look at these blankets. And something new, the seat cushions here, in case your butt falls asleep and starts to snore. We've got these real nice seat cushions here. We've got water bottles and we've got ponchos as well. Come check it out between sections B and C.
Second inning is underway here at the ballpark. It's brought to you by Trail X Express, Canada's #1 trusted RV hauler. We bring summer to you.
Scoreless first frame here between the Red Sox and the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Red Sox coming in off a little bit of rest. Their last game was back on the 25th. Since then, they've had almost a work week worth of rain delays and game suspensions. A couple games still active on the score sheet against Moose Jaw and Swift. They're just glad to get a game in here today. There was a worry about rain, but that has since gone to the wayside. And we are ready for ball here for the second inning. Carter Roth, the third baseman who is off to a fantastic start, will dig in for the first time today, but that's a breaking ball that'll hit the zone for a strike. This is hit on the ground to By, stumbles and he can't make the play. Roth will hustle over to first. And the Mavericks have another base runner. By trying to shade to his left, couldn't make the play, hit off the heel of his glove.
Designated hitter number 16, Eric Calder.
And that'll bring up Eric Calder. Now it's the designated hitter to dig in. Hit. And they did call that a base hit for Roth. So add that to his league leading total. in that category. There's a first pitch strike from Crabtree to the left-handed batting Calder. Throw over is not in time. Roth does have 3 stolen bases, so he is a bit of a threat on the path. And that just misses away. Calder batting .311 here in the first phase of this season. OPS above 900 at .907. Walked 15 times to 7 strikeouts, so he has good discipline as that one's fouled back and he's down to 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Crabtree. It's hit on the ground. This is over to Jones at third. Wants to turn to second. It is not in time, and the Red Sox get none on the play. Everybody is safe, and there's still none out.
Shortstop number 11, Johnny Volcano. He is tonight's beer batter. He fails to reach base. Beer will be $2 for $12 for 5 minutes.
So that is, sorry about that earlier, that is not Brady By at third. That is Cooper Jones playing the hot corner. Tried to turn to second. No one was there. Samard covering it late. And a good play to try to throw over to first, but now the Mavericks here threatening with none out. This is Johnny Volcano. First pitch swinging. As Crabtree gets ahead early. Volcano thus far on the year batting .267, 736 OPS. Strikes out a good amount at 14 in just 17 games. This one's going to be fouled back and out of play by a couple of feet. So now 0-2 count. 2 good runners on with Roth and Calder. Infield playing double play. They play behind the runner at first in Calder. This hit over to third. Jones will step on the bag for one, try to throw across the diamond, and it is off the bag. Toger couldn't keep the foot on, so it's just the 1 out, and it'll still be runners at second and first.
Fielder number 15, Carson Chen.
5-3 fielder's choice. Calder goes to second, and that'll bring up Carson Chan. Left-hander batting .253 on the season, 788 OPS. First pitch is outside for a ball. Red Sox will play the same shift. As that one will be pushed foul. So for just 1 hit in the inning, that was the leadoff base hit from Roth. That came off the glove of the third baseman Jones. One. Long look at second from Crabtree. Pitch is hit deep into left center. Going back on it is Martinez. It is going to be off the base of the wall. 1 run will come around. Here comes the second. Chan is into second, and it is a 2-0 lead for the Mavericks. Carson Chan, a 2-run double to break the scoring.
Catcher number 24,
Chan makes Crabtree pay, hung a off-speed pitch over the plate. And 2 come across for the Mavs. Still only one out. Now it's the 8-hitter and catcher, Nate King.
So, in the moment, no, hypothetically.
Breaking ball is just inside.
That's a Stephen question.
I can have it that way by Wednesday. Okay. It's just not programmed. No, not tonight. We'll talk later.
King batting .348 in 16 games on the year. 8 RBIs, a good chance here to drive in a third. As this is hit into left, Martinez getting under it. Chan dekes the tag, will return to second. On the good throw from the Red Sox outfielder.
Number 23, Josh Stark.
So let's take a look at the Red Sox defense thus far as we get ready for the 9-hitter Josh Stark. In the outfield from left to right, it's Jalen Myers, Ian Montz, and Ty Martinez. In the infield, it is Cooper Jones at third, Lance Anderson at short, Justin Simard and Will Toger on the right side of the infield, and Daniel Castellanos will catch that one behind the plate. First pitch for a ball. Stark on the year batting .333 in 18 games. Solid 19 RBIs. And that's away for ball 2. Eight extra base hits on the year for Stark. Righty on lefty, 2-0 pitch. Is pulled, or pushed, excuse me, foul. Long look in here by Crabtree. 2-1. Right back to Crabtree. It's off his glove. It'll stay in the infield, and there will be no play. So another base hit. That doesn't see the outfield grass, and now it's runners on the corners. Crabtree tried to make a back pick behind the back, and Anderson had no chance at it. Now it's back to the top of the order. Evan Morrison led off this game with a base hit. Pops that one foul and out of play. So it's Chan at third, Stark over at first. This one is going to be hit foul off the leg of the batter, Morrison. And now the count 0-2. Stark over at first has stolen one base this season. Check over is nearly in time. The 0-2. Off the end of the bat, a little flare into left. That is going to get down and score another run for the Mavericks. Stark will hold up at second with that one just blooping into left. And it's an RBI single for Evan Morrison. Back-to-back hits and back-to-back innings. And the Mavericks take a quick 3-0 lead. So this Mavericks offense, they've done a good job of putting up runs. Put up 6 against Saskatoon the other day, as well as 10 against Swift Current. And they're showing their chops here offensively again. Swing and a miss there by Blake Dale, who lined out into that 5-3 double play in the first inning. And that'll be in for a strike. They only need 55 OPS. Leads the team in at-bats. He is commonly seen at the top of this Mavs order. As here's the ball hit into deep left field. Turning is Myers, and this one is out of here. A 3-run blast from Blake Dale makes up for his mistake in the first in a big way. He doubles the Mavericks lead. It is 6-0 Medicine Hat.
That's a tough way for me to come into the ball game.
That'll be the 6th home run for Blake Dale. RBI number 26, 7, and 8. And that'll spark a meeting here from Zane Paulin to come onto the mound. An inning and 2/3 thus far. And it has been a disastrous inning here in the 6th. As we welcome in Donovan Mace, you're a little bit late, but this action continuing here for the Mavericks. Wondering if maybe this could be that rest to rust conversation here with the Red Sox. They haven't played in a good amount of days. Mavericks, they just had a game canceled last night. But they're coming in, scoring a good amount of runs against some pretty good teams, and they're doing the exact same thing here tonight against the underperforming Red Sox squad. That'll bring in Frankie Giacalone. Struck out his last time up to end the first inning, in which felt like a much different time than what we are in right now. Base is empty. It'll be righty on righty. We'll see how Crabtree can bounce back. First pitch in for strike 1. Crabtree's already given up 6 here today. He gave up 7 and 3 2/3 to first place Saskatoon just a few days ago. Someone who allows a good amount of hits, but has relied on some good defense and going deep into games before that Saskatoon start. But combining that with this one, he has not looked good here as we make the turn into the All-Star break. 1-2 swung on and missed, and that'll end the inning. So Giacalone goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today, but it's 6 runs on 5 hits. No errors and none left on. Mavericks break it open. Wait, which one is that?
For our game day staff in the stands to get yours before the end of the 7th inning. The winning number will be announced in the 8th. Don't miss your chance to take home half the pot. Proceeds support the Queen City Foundation. And today's 50/50 is proudly powered by PlayNow.com, the official online gaming partner of the Regina Red Sox.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
All right, bottom of the 2nd inning here. Regina now looking at a 6-0 deficit. They'll bring the 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate. Thanks so much for joining us on Flow Sports this evening. Donovan Mace alongside Elliot Wagner. And thank you, Elliot, for holding down the fort for first 9 outs tonight. By comes in after going 3 for 7 in that Thursday doubleheader against Swift Current. 26 hits in 22 games. Of course, with the stats for any delayed game, they end up this one high into right field, playable. Right fielder calls everybody off. That's Josh Stark out there in right. Here is that defensive alignment for Medicine Hat this evening. Cody Myers and Nate King, the battery, pitcher catcher. Over at first base, Frankie Guy Cologne. Blake Dale at second with Carter Roth at third. And Johnny Volcano in the shortstop hole, left to right. Carson Chan, Evan Morrison in center, and Stark in right field. Called strike here to Cooper Jones, getting his first plate appearance as a Regina Red Sox. BYU Cougar. He's a freshman, played 19 games with the Cougars this past season. Making his way up to Regina this week. Was set to play last night. Of course, the rain keeping us off the field yesterday. That was a long delay. This one hit hard right at Volcano. Gathers himself on the edge of the outfield grass and throws out Jones for out number 2.
First baseman number 15,
Seems like a little bit of a slow start here for Regina. Elliott, you've been able to see the first little bit of play.
Yeah, 2 strikeouts in that first inning from Myers and from Montz. So 2 newcomers with Montz as well as Cooper Jones in this lineup. Not exactly the, it's not expected for new guys to come in and make such an impact in Regina. They're kind of needing something like that. They're really needing a spark. Only going 3 for 7 in their last 10 games, losing their last 2 and haven't played in a while. They've come out the gate looking slow here today.
Counts 2-1 to Toger. Pitch. This one off the end of the bat into left field, chasing after it. Called off by Morrison in center, makes the grab. Another 1-2-3 inning. Myers has got the first 6 batters he's faced tonight. Quick bottom of the second, top of the third when we return here on Flow Sports.
This newly lifted section, by the way, right behind the Regina Red Sox dugout. It's time to play the Casino Regina Players Club cash out. The first 3 people that show us the white Players Club cards from either Casino Regina or Casino Moose Jaw, you got yourself a $50 gift certificate. Let's see those white Players Club cards here, right behind the Regina Red Sox dugout. Have we got one? There's one. Remember, the next time you bring your Players Club card, you want to do that to every single Regina Red Sox home game.
Top of the third inning, Daniel Crabtree looking to kind of bounce back after giving up a 6th spot in the top of the second. Started things out okay with a little bit of help from his defense, but really struggled through that second inning. Good little curveball there to start off for strike number 1.
Obviously, you're going to look at that Blake Dale 3-run home run. You're going to look at the deep RBI from Evan Morrison.
This one hit hard, high in the air. 4 guys kind of converging on it. It's going to be Samard making the play, running back into his right to get Roth. Tough play for a second baseman to make, kind of going back towards center, and could be dangerous too with 3 guys converging like that.
Yeah, with the sun coming in, that's smart from Mons. Realizes that second baseman coming in very quickly, so he eases up on his run, doesn't want to allow that collision or any confusion with the footsteps. Sometimes second basemen hear that and leave it. Their smart play, but as I was saying for Crabtree, you know, you look at those deeper base hits, the hits to the wall, the hits over the fence, and you think that he got beat up around, but a lot of those base runners, they reached because of plays that stayed in the infield, something off the heel of the glove, something, you know, a fielder's choice, an error here and there, and all of a sudden it's dip and dunk, and then a big knockout punch sees the Mavericks take this big lead.
I think people had, whoa, that one hit off the light post. That one was hard lined, straight back into the right. Even caught me off guard.
Yeah, that rung like a church bell. That was crazy.
This one in the dirt from Crabtree is Calder up with 1 out. Works the count to 3-1. This one high, and Calder works the walk. That is something which Crabtree has been able to limit for the most part, is the free passes, especially tonight. That's the first one he's issued.
Yeah, and only 9 all season. In that big loss to Saskatchewan, only gave up 3. So if people are getting on, it's usually via base hit. A lot of plays are going to be, or a lot of balls, excuse me, are going to be in play off of him.
I believe he had something like, what, 22 hits in his first 20 innings pitched.
And now we have Dale Castellanos. I think he's getting a new glove.
Interesting.
And someone in the bullpen just came over and threw him a new mitt. Wonder if something happened to the old one.
In steps Johnny Volcano. He grounded into a fielder's choice, which saw Carter Roth get forced out at third. Cooper Jones making a smart defensive play on that one to get the runner out at third, just unable to get the throw over to get a speedy Volcano at first. This one also grounded towards Jones. Play in time at second, throw over also in time as the Red Sox go around the horn to get out of the third. Score remains 6-0. Red Sox bats coming back to the plate after some stellar defense from Regina. Be right back after this.
So hits for the Mavericks in the top of the third inning. We head to the bottom. It's a 6-0 game. The third inning is brought to you by Ecol Electric, proudly supporting the Regina Red Sox. Fans, don't forget, we also want to see your best game day moments. Scan the QR code to submit your photos and doodle time creations for a chance to be featured on the video board during tonight's game. It's time for tonight's baseball bingo numbers. Get your cards ready and listen closely as we read out the latest numbers. Good luck to everyone. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 24, and 25. If you have a blackout baseball bingo, please come up to the scorer's table to claim your prize.
It's been a real slow start for these Red Sox bats against Cody Myers. set down each of the first 6 batters he's faced. He's got 2 strikeouts, a couple flyouts, ground out to the shortstop. Working efficiently as well, just 21 pitches through the first 2 for Myers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He has really been dealing. That'll help a lot with this Medicine Hat team coming off a good amount of games they've used their bullpen on.
This one popped into foul territory by Anderson. Going over is Guy Cologne on the warning track, makes the grab. Anderson, 1 out on 1 pitch. And the Regina offense continues to sputter.
And now if you're Castellanos digging in here, you just have to see one. Doesn't have to be a good one, doesn't have to be one in the dirt. You just have to look at this one and try to get some kind of gauge on what Myers has been doing, because it feels like he's gone all the way through the lineup and no one really has a grasp of what he's really throwing.
So after the foul out, the pop up in foul territory by Lance Anderson, Castellanos takes a first pitch strike from Myers. We'll say though, the first thing I noticed walking into the ballpark, decent crowd and beautiful night for baseball here. Of course, locked in an office all day, so I didn't get to. It's looking a little bit cloudier a couple hours ago, but shaped into a really great evening. This one hit into center. That one's going to drop in front of Morrison for a base hit. First of the night for Regina. The Regina catcher, Daniel Castellanos, gets the offense going.
And he stays patient. Myers opened that up out with the off speed, beat him on the fastball. And Castellanos gets a read on it. Curveball just a little weight. Sends it right into center. Beautiful piece of hitting from Castellanos, a guy who has kind of struggled to start his Red Sox campaign, but that'll do him numbers as the Red Sox look to turn this lineup over.
Martinez didn't play in that doubleheader Thursday. The last time he played was last Saturday. This one grounded hard towards the first baseman. Guy Cologne will step on first. The tag at second is in time. And after Regina gets a double play in the top of the 3rd, Medicine Hat shows off the defensive wizardry as well as they go 3-6 to complete that double play. And hold on to their 6-0 lead. We'll be right back after this break here on Flow Sports.
Brought to you by Save On Foods in Regina. We have got a birthday boy here. Big round of applause for Rylan. He's in the carrot. He's going to be a carrot cake later on. We've got in the hot dog Easton. And in the strawberry, we've got Nicholas. And what they're going to do is they are going to run to Slider. They're going to do a full circle around Slider. And then they're going to run back to me down at this end. So here we go. This is brought to you by Save On Foods in 3, 2, 1, go! And the strawberry got a pretty early start there, but they've got to do the full circle around Slider, and away we go. The carrot is in the lead, and it's the birthday boy who's got it, ladies and gentlemen. What a close race that was. You got yourself a $50 gift card to Save On Foods. Lots of candy coming your way. Big round of applause for our contestants tonight. Brought to you by Save On Foods.
As the 4th inning gets underway here at the ballpark, thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of tonight's game. Remember, fans, foul balls are property of the Regina Red Sox. We ask that you kindly return them to the Beer Shack. Doing so will earn you $2.
First kind of weekday night of the summer. Couldn't ask for anything better. About a month through the season. Regina off to a slow start, but that's kind of the saving grace for these Red Sox, is that it is only a month into the season. Still plenty of baseball remaining for this Red Sox team. This one fouled back. It is 7-8-9, bottom of the order for Medicine Hat. And a weird start for Daniel Crabtree. Saw 3 batters in the top, all 9 in the 2nd inning. And then 3 batters in the 3rd.
And 2 double plays so far by his defense in the odd innings so far this game.
This one in the dirt. Carson Chan takes.
And it's a bit of a trial by fire for the Red Sox new third baseman, Cooper Jones.
Rounded back. That one gets under the glove of Crabtree, and Simard unable to make the play. When that one got past Crabtree, it's going to be really tough for Simard to make the play at second, and just unable to pick it up.
Yeah, they're going to officially score that one an error. So the second official error on the Red Sox so far, and we're not even halfway through.
And the error going to Simard at second base. Tough play for Crabtree to make, but it's going to go on the second baseman. But I think the pitcher is going to wish he made that play.
That's like the second comebacker we've seen where Crabtree's tried to make a play at it, but it's just gone a little bit past him. But you can't necessarily expect him to make that play, but you can definitely expect second baseman of the quality of Simard to at least field that ball, even if it was going to be a tougher throw with Chen hustling hard.
Nate King, the catcher tonight for Medicine Hat, flew out to right field as we have a pickoff attempt over. Chan diving back in. King was one of the... This one hit hard into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Chan will hold up at second. After the error, a base hit has two runners on, one in scoring position for the number 9 hitter, Josh Stark.
6 hits so far for this Medicine Hat team, matching the amount of runs that they've got. And this is kind of how the rally started in that second inning, with none out, just getting a couple base runners on. And this is kind of the spot where they hit that big blow.
Similar situation where they had the base hit and then the error. Here, there's the error and then the base hit. Check swing, called a strike. Stark, a good hitter for Medicine Hat, third on the team in OPS. At the bottom of the order, has been a guy that just turns it over, brings the top of the lineup, which this Medicine Hat team has a strong top of the order.
Yeah, easily one of the league's best in terms of always staying at the top of the order. A lot of teams like to shuffle their best guys around. Medicine Hat, they do it traditionally, and they do it well.
Stark also third on the team in home runs with 4. This one hit towards Simard. That one's going to get down and get past him. They'll hold everybody up on another play that Justin Simard will probably say he should have made.
And that has just been a tough day for Simard here. All these left-handed Medicine Hat batters just pulling balls his way. It's not liking the spin on it. They're going to give it another error.
Second error this inning against Simard.
And this Red Sox defense has been so hot and cold to start this game. The 2 double plays, now 3 errors. Just a third of the way through, not even.
And now a ball to Evan Morrison. The base is loaded. He already has an RBI base hit. He's got 2 hits tonight. Last time up in the second, hit an RBI single. This one fouled off and out of play to the left.
That foul ball brought to you by Bennett Dunlop Ford.
And of course, Blake Dale standing on deck. He's got the big fly for Medicine Hat already tonight. 3-run homer in the second. One pitch coming from Crabtree. Taken for a strike on the outer half. Up to 55 pitches now is Crabtree, and I think for Ryan Pathakos here is looking to get a little bit of length. Try to work out of this 4th. No one throwing yet in that Red Sox bullpen. 1-2 outside. Evens the count at 2.
And something that kind of plays in that favor is you haven't pitched too many guys out of your bullpen recently, so it should be decently available. Meaning if you want to give some of your more leverage guys, you have that possibility as you try to get this comeback going.
Of course, Regina doesn't play tomorrow, but a doubleheader on Wednesday, Canada Day against Swift Current. Then you play Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Counts full now to Morrison. There's still no outs, bases loaded. Chan off of third, Nate King at second, and Josh Stark leading off of first. Toger is playing in front of the runner, hoping to maybe gun down. Toger is going to run to his left. He's got a beat on it. Makes the grab in foul territory. That's a big first out here for Daniel Crabtree.
And that is a big one. Keeps it in play. No chance of a tag, no chance of a score. Any runners advancing. That is exactly what you needed if you weren't going to strike him out. That at-bat was not going the way of the Regina starter.
But again, Blake Dale, he's already hit a home run tonight. One that got over the fence in left field. Myers couldn't do anything about it but just turn and watch it fly. First pitch taken for a strike. Good fastball from the righty Crabtree to get ahead. Oh, one coming from the righty. That one's high and in. These teams have played 4 times already this year. Regina leading the season series 3-1, but the last time they played, it was here at Curry Field. Kind of similar story to tonight. Medicine Hat got out in front, won 6-1. The other 3 games which Regina have taken have all been much closer than that. 2-run wins.
Yeah, that last game all the way back on June 4th, where Carter Roth 2 RBIs, went 2 for 5 in that game. So a lot has changed since that first few weeks of the season.
Well, it's interesting too. So this is the 5th time these teams have played. The last time they will play is July 21st, and then they won't see each other potentially until the postseason. This one hit hard into right center field. That one's towards the gap. Chasing after it is Martinez in right. The water skips up as he makes the grab on the warning track. Chan comes across on the sacrifice fly. King over to third, and Stark holds up at first. Another RBI for Blake Dale, his 4th of the night already.
And he got a really good look at that one. Kind of again hung over the plate, was able to pull it really well. Opposite field last time. This one just maybe a little bit of a hair off. Could have had his 2nd jack of the game.
Just got a little bit too much launch angle this time to Dale, but that was hit hard to the gap in right center. Martinez had a long way to go to get that one.
Yeah, I had no idea there was a puddle there on that warning track. That is dangerous if this game is, well, the sun not really showing in that area, so no way for it to dry up.
This one also skied into right field. This one Martinez able to get under, and he makes the grab a little bit easier there. Medicine Hat does score 1 run. They give up just 1 hit. A couple errors do come back to hurt Regina. Now the score is 7-0. Bottom of the 4th when we return here on Flow Sports. Stay with us.
We want to thank all of our dedicated volunteers for everything they do throughout the season. Tonight's volunteer shout-out is proudly presented by Link Development. Give our volunteers a round of applause.
Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
This July, the Okotoks Dogs and Baseball Canada will host the Road to Okotoks and the Morneau Cup National Championship at the Siemens Stadium Complex from July 14th to 19th. Come watch the top 16 youth baseball teams from across the country. These are the future stars of Canadian baseball, tomorrow's collegiate standouts and professional players, all chasing a national championship. Don't miss a week of elite competition, unforgettable moments, and the future of Canadian baseball in Okotoks.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Leading off the fourth inning for the Red Sox, left fielder number 9, Jalen Myers.
Top of the order, second time through the lineup for Regina, hoping this time draws a little bit more success than the first time.
Only one base runner for Regina today. If they're not able to get at least one in this inning, this game, it's not a hyperbole to say it could be over.
Popping this one in behind the plate. King is going to watch it drop into the seats as the fans were diving out of the way. Most fans probably trying to catch that one. No banana ball rules down there.
Unfortunately not, no.
Myers 0 for 1 with a strikeout already tonight. Struck out to let off Regina's side of the scorecard. He's been absolutely on fire to start the year, though. This one gets over the head of the second baseman, Dale. Base hit for Myers. Continues his hot start to the season. He was batting .556 coming into tonight. And he has hits in all but 2 games. And one of those games, by the way, that you look, it says 3 games, but one of those games was Sunday's, which didn't even start. So.
And this is probably one of the bigger hits he's going to have, situationally at least, in the game. Sox really needed that. Now you just want to get a couple more pitches here out of Myers. You want to be able to see the ball just a little bit more. Samard knows he can do that.
I think Regina just looking to maybe be a little bit more patient, make Myers work a little bit more. Counts 1-0. Justin Samard. So they look Jalen Myers back. I mean, what more can be said about Jalen Myers? He's batting .536 through his first 10 games. He's also stolen 5 bases.
Yeah, 1,500 OPS. He has been one of the best players on the Red Sox and one of the best players really in the East thus far.
And the last week or so there, 2 weeks, 15 hits, 5 for extra bases, including 2 home runs. That one right down the middle, Samard takes. Justin Samard has been the second best hitter on this Red Sox club, behind Myers the last couple weeks. This one hit hard into left field. That one's going to drop in front of Chan. Myers had to hesitate to make sure it got down, but back-to-back base hits here to start the 4th inning.
That's exactly what Regina needed. Just simple base runners. You don't need to make it too complex. Another one really well pulled, really well timed by Samar. That's what he's been doing pretty much all for the start of this season. Doesn't get under it. Tries to get barrel the ball. And that'll be important here with Mons. If he can reach, he's got decent power but incredible speed. If he can force these runners around, that'll really change this game.
See if that helps Samard kind of warm up that bat a little bit. He had just 1 hit in his previous 4 games coming in. Brings Ian Mons to the plate. Of course, was on that 2025 WCBL championship team. Takes a pitch for a strike. That evens the count at 1-1. LSU Shreveport senior. Didn't play any games, though, for the Pilots this year. But last year in 33 games with Regina, had 35 hits, .285 average. 4 doubles, 5 triples, 4 home runs. So has some pop in the bat and also to the legs.
I think that's the real key. And that's if you're looking at this lineup saying, why is the guy in his 2nd game not playing in college? Why is he batting 3rd? That's why, because he can fly.
Counts 1-2. Lefty on lefty matchup. Long look back at Jalen Myers off a second. This one fouled back as Mons has to fight that one off. Brady By waiting on deck. A few lefties in this lineup against the lefty Myers tonight. Count still 1-2. That one way high. Looked like was supposed to be a breaking ball, and it just didn't break for Myers.
It's messing that outfield. They're playing the pole, as is the infield. Second baseman Dell almost on the grass.
Count 2-2 coming from Myers to Montz. Looks that one in. That one bounces in behind King. And that will allow both runners to scamper into scoring position. And now Regina threatening for the first time tonight.
Oh, that was a key one. Not getting the double play, or getting the double play off the board. That's what Medicine Hat were kind of playing for. It's been the killer here for Regina thus far. Now that's out of the question, and man, that is a huge 90 feet.
So the count now full, 3-2. Regina looking to break through on the scoreboard, down 7-0. Here's the pitch from Myers. Big swing and a miss from Montz. Second time he's been sent down already tonight. First out here in the 4th inning. Brings Brady Bye back to the plate. It's an enticing fastball high in the zone like that at the letters. Montz just not able to get to it.
I saw a couple off speeds in that at bat as well, so his timing was a little bit off, but on a bad hack, but an even better pitch.
Just the 40th pitch upcoming here from Cody Myers. This one hit hard into right center. Chasing after it is Morrison. That one's going to bounce off the base of the wall. You can tell Morrison kind of held up to try and play that. Maybe the water out on the warning track playing a factor, but it's a 2 RBI double for Brady Bye, and Regina is on the board.
And they are right back in it. That was exactly what Regina needed, an inning like this. The 2 leadoff runners. Bye, that one just kind of hung on the outer part of the plate. Bye's a little early on it.
Do you think
pulls it really
the
deeply
out there made a difference on Morrison trying to make that play or not?
It could have. He did kind of stop going into the warning track, just trying to get a better read on it. That was to a deeper part of the ballpark for sure. And man, Brady Bye felt like he was going cold for a little bit, but he has woken up in a big way these last few games.
Big swing and a miss there by Cooper Jones. Jones, 19 games with BYU, 12 for 45, 267. 3 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs, 14 driven in. Had a .511 slug. Struck out 19 times, though. Only walked 7. Young player, freshman, got a little bit of playing time. D1 college.
Yeah, that's a big get for Regina for sure. Now you have that second option to play behind Bye. Now you can DH like you can today. Player that you want to get those roots under and potentially see return for future seasons.
0-2 outside. Great take there by the newcomer.
Yeah, that's tough for Myers. He thought he got it. I don't blame him. But man, that is a really good take, as you mentioned.
Count now 1-2. 1 out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Regina's brought 2 across already. Both on the 2 RBI double by Bye. Jones goes down swinging here for out number 2. Second strikeout of this inning from Cody Myers. Another good fastball at the top of the zone.
Yeah, and this one just handcuffs Jones. He was kind of thinking something a little more middle of the plate, but again, we're seeing that out of Myers. That high fastball, really likes it.
That one looked like it had a little bit more cut in on the righty. Brings Will Toger back to the plate. Toger flied out to center field. First plate appearance of the night. Swings at the breaking ball there for strike number 1. Myers looks in, looks back at Bye. Now the pitch. This one gets away from King again. Another wild pitch. Bye got really far off a third there.
Yeah, he was thinking about it. He was almost trying to bait a throw and maybe make a play at the plate. He's kind of getting talked at by the Red Sox third base coach. What are you thinking?
Second wild pitch this inning out of Myers as he loses the command a little bit.
And the first one was really the reason they were able to score those two. That doesn't happen. It's probably just one.
This one, pot foul by Toger, and he falls behind 1 and 2. So the kids go chasing after the ball and try and get a toonie. Myers one pitch away from getting through this fourth. This one hit hard into right center. Going after it again is Morrison. It's going to drop off the base of the wall again. Toger into second, standing up, and an RBI, and now Regina has cut the lead to 4. It's 7-3.
And this is exactly how you respond. That really good 2-out, 2-strike rally here from Toger. Sees, hey, last two guys that struck out were from fastballs. They were up in the zone. He gets in early on this one. Now Will Toger, that'll be another RBI thus far on the season. RBI number 14. Yeah, going from
visit here from Nate King. Sorry.
No, but going from 6 runs to 4, that makes it a one-swing game. It felt like if Regina were scoreless here, this very well could have gotten out of hand, turned things over to the bullpen, and you're kind of just looking at Canada Day to maybe bounce back. But now this game all of a sudden becomes a lot more winnable. Your whole lineup, there's hits in each part of it for sure.
I think the other thing though for Regina, you mentioned that, is just you don't kind of want to get left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Lance Anderson steps in. This one low and away for ball 1. You know, we've seen Musha and Saskatoon kind of start climbing out, but this East Division is still very close. Everyone kind of within 8 games. That's not too bad. Regina's 7.5 back. Sorry, 8 now. 7.5 yesterday. This one fouled back. But we've seen Medicine Hat start to pick things up, despite having just 2 wins in their last 5.
Man, for Regina, this key stretch is going to be here through Canada Day and then right before that Alberta road trip, which has been notorious to give them issues, really give the whole East issues.
I mean, that East Division, Lethbridge and Okotoks, so strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they're able to get even 500 on that trip and come back to end the year against Swift Current and Moose Jaw, then Regina will be very happy to do so, which is why this key run is so important, and coming back in this game is how you start that.
1-2 to Anderson. He fights off another one. Myers continues to go to that cutter in on the righties. Been an effective pitch for him. Yeah, Anderson has been putting up a good fight though against it.
Yeah, I wouldn't shy away from it here if you are Myers. It'd be cool to throw it again.
Count still 1-2. Toger off a second. Anderson looks that breaking ball in for a ball. Myers tried to get him a little bit off balance there, going with the off speed. Count now 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning now. Pitch, another fastball. Anderson puts this one towards the Red Sox bullpen, but it is going to drop for a foul. That was a long run for Guy Cologne at first.
I'd like to see Myers come back with that cutter again.
So only have 55 pitches, but there is movement in that Mavs bullpen. A righty's warming up. 2-2 pitch up coming once again. Slider on the outer part of the black. The backdoor breaking ball gets Anderson looking. Regina batters, 3 of them strike out, but 3 of them come across to score on 3 hits. And Regina takes a bite out of the lead. It's 7-3 as we head to the top of the 5th. Stay with us. Plenty of baseball here on a Monday night remaining.
So we've got lots and lots of socks. You gotta make lots of those if you want Red Sox socks. This is our courtesy of the Common Crowd Crushers. If the mosquitoes are biting your feet, we got socks to cover up.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Landmark Dental, a proud partner of the Regina Red Sox. Keep your smile game ready all season long. Book your appointment today.
When's the All-Star game? The 18th weekend? Back here, top of the fifth inning. Daniel Crabtree coming back out. Really the difference as of right now, despite Medicine Hat getting out to a 7-0 lead, has been the errors which Regina has committed. They've committed 3 tonight.
Yeah, I said it was hot and cold because we got those 2 double plays, and then, yeah, with those 2 errors in that last inning, both from Myers. It's going to be a real bounce-back inning.
This one hit hard into the gap in right center. Going back on it is Martinez as Roth flies out to lead off the top of the fifth inning.
Yeah, that was a really good inning from Regina, but they're going to have to play pretty much perfectly defensively the rest of the way. They want any chance of coming back. Still lots of game to play, but that's lots for the other side as well.
I say Crabtree's kind of settled in a little bit too after getting knocked around in that second. The hard hit stuff has been at his fielders. The hits have been, for the most part, light contact. That's just finding green. This one low and in the dirt. As the count goes 1-1 to Eric Calder. Calder 0 for 1 tonight, but he's been on base both times he's come to the plate. Reached on an error in the second. And then walked in the third, and then was a casualty, a part of the ending double play. As he fouls this one back, count goes to 2-2. Seems like Regina just trying to get back in the rhythm. It's been a lot of get to the ballpark and wait around with this stretch the last couple weeks. Couple rain delays. This one popped. Shallow right field. Samard going back on it. Few feet into the outfield, makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down here in the fifth for Crabtree.
Again, it feels like that momentum is not necessarily shifting towards Regina, but it just feels like it's getting a little more neutral. Feels like it's really up for grabs, and Regina, they've got the hot bats thus far.
Righty Volcano has put the ball in play to the third baseman twice tonight. One, he reached on a fielder's choice. The other was a double play. This one hit fair down the right field line. Volcano's going to round it first as Martinez plays this one up against the wall in right. And sliding into second is Volcano as he reaches on a double.
That's just off the end of the bat. It's a little bit late, but he gets a really good swing. That one line down the line. No chance for Toger at first to make that grab, and really hustling hard was Volcano. He does that good amount. I don't
think Volcano could have pushed that anymore without it going foul. Like, that one was just over the bag. Carson Chan 1 for 2.
Because there were some of the spots while the kids were warming up, I just started doing that.
262 average does Chan have right now in 22 games. He's got 22 hits as well. This is one thing about this Medicine Hat offense. It puts up a ton of runs, but the pitching staff gives them right back as well. Their run differential is just 9, and they've scored over 200 runs. This one in there for a strike. Look at Regina on the other hand. They have a negative run differential, but they've only given up 125 runs as a team. Even Medicine Hat's ERA as a team is over 7. So this one outside, and Chan ahead 3-1 with 2 outs after the double by Volcano.
You can see where? Right center. Yeah, there's water. It's not like standing water, but when they run in there, it's
3-1 pitch coming from Crabtree. This one hit hard towards Toger. He's going to pick it up and run it over to the bag himself. The 2-out double doesn't come back to hurt Crabtree this inning. And they strand the runner. Score remains 7-3. We cross halfway here at Curry Field. Stay with us. The second half of our baseball game still to come on Flow Sports.
Alrighty, fans, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Engelheim Charter. Let's take a look around the league. The Fort McMurray Giants have an 8-3 lead over the Weyburn Beavers. And we have no score or no results from Brooks as the Bombers are hosting the Lethbridge Bulls this evening. That's your out-of-town scoreboard presented by Engelheim Charter, getting your team where they need to go safely and comfortably. And fans, let's take a look at the video board as we like to welcome, rather a warm welcome to all of the groups joining us for tonight's game. Thank you for your support and being part of the action here at Curry Field.
Okotoks, they just played the game in Okotoks instead. Like,
Leading off the fifth inning for the Red Sox, catcher number 3, Daniel Castillo.
halfway through our ball game here on a Monday night in Regina, Saskatchewan. Beautiful night for some WCBL action. Good as time now than ever that if you're looking for the highlights of this game or any game across the Western Canadian Baseball League, head to that WCBL YouTube page. Daniel Castellanos, Ty Martinez, and Jalen Myers, the due up as Regina will turn the lineup over here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-1 from Cody Myers. This one hit high and foul, pulled down the line. Roth is going to run it almost to the bullpen. As that was a tough run for the third baseman, and as you get towards the bullpen there, you got to deal with the mound, which is in play.
He had a real chance at this, kind of keeps his head up, realizes, oh, I have a play at this, I have a play at this. Held up for maybe half a second. Not sure if that's what really cost him. Man, that was nearly a highlight reel play from the third baseman.
I mean, he was nearly right there. Castellanos 1 for 1 on the night, got Regina's first hit of the ball game back in the 3rd inning, and then was thrown out at second, and he's going to have another base hit here as this one's hit into the gap. He's going to make the turn at first and head to second. The throw in from left. Chan, no play. Castellanos in there 2 for 2 halfway through the cycle.
6 hits over the last 3 innings. Red Sox really feel like they have a chance to get back in this game. That is how you do it. Starting to get those singles, turning them into doubles. And turning this lineup over is super important. Huge spot here for Ty Martinez. Hasn't had the best of beginnings to his Red Sox season. Good spot for him to turn that around.
Just the 2 games on that out-of-town scoreboard tonight. The one is here. The other is in Fort McMurray, where the Beavers are playing. Giants currently leading Weyburn 8-3. Was another game on the schedule in Brooks. Lethbridge was supposed to be in town. That game postponed due to weather, and we've been talking a lot about the weather impacting Red Sox games. Man, the Bombers have had some tough luck. Even worse luck than Regina. They have had a ton of games postponed as well. Martinez, that one a little high, so the count even at 1-1.
Yeah, that's really the unfortunate part of playing this kind of part of the year, especially in this part of the country. So much changes in weather in such a quick amount of time. No, it's these July games that momentum starts to carry because it's so hard to gain any at this part of the year.
Myers thought he found that outer black there on that pitch, but that one just misses. Who's behind the plate tonight? I didn't see that, sorry.
Adam Sims.
Adam Sims, he's been doing a pretty good job back there tonight. Warren Burrell down the third base line. And Mike Richards at second, right?
Mm-hmm. He's also the crew chief tonight.
Counts 2-2 here to Myers.
What the manager feels like they all get OBs. They're in and out, which is good because they still get to play.
Breaking ball at the top of the zone, clips it. What a pitch.
Yeah, Martinez thought about maybe completing with that one. It was really close to the corner. It might have just clipped it. That's a tough one for Martinez to take. Thought he made the right choice.
Top of the order for Regina got things started in the last inning, and now they're back up. Jalen Myers led off the fourth with a base hit. Justin Simard followed it up right after. A wild pitch put them both in scoring position, and then Brady Bye hit a 2 RBI double. Myers 1 for 2 tonight, struck out, and then that base hit. Takes a first pitch ball from Myers. Myers up to 65 pitches right now. That one in there for strike 1. Evens it up at 1-1. King gives the sign. Set by Myers. Now the delivery. That one looks like he tried to go back to that curveball at the top of the zone. That one did not break at all. Goes to the backstop.
Yeah, that was all on his release. He tried to get that one up and over. Might have just slipped out of his hands. Didn't get a good look at the seam. That's the third time we've seen a wild pitch. They've come around to score on the first one. Bye was stranded at third last time. Red Sox trying to make him pay.
This one also gets away. That's a ball. And now they got Castellanos hung up, and he's going to be able to dive back in. Great reaction from Nate King behind the plate to be able to find that ball. Castellanos was quick on the jump.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it came off the shoulder or the chest protector of King, but either way, that is a key block from the Mavericks catcher. That is 100% a run if that gets a little bit more of a roll.
3-1 outside. Myers works the walk, and now there's runners on the corners with one away for Justin Simard. We'll note that Myers just finished his senior season at Doane University. There are like 7 Doane University Tigers in this game tonight.
Yeah, man, they have a good amount of calls from there as well, including Roth and Volcano.
Both Volcanoes, if I am correct.
Yep, Adam as well.
I think at the start of the year when Medicine Hat was here, I called them the Medicine Hat Tigers because there's so many Doane University Tigers on this team. Mound visit here from Andrew Bench, Mavs pitching coach. Smart, similar to Myers, 1 for 2 this plate appearance. Flew out to center field first at bat, and then base hit came around to score as part of that big third inning for Regina, where they scored 3 runs. Another good opportunity for Regina to score here and continue to try and climb back in this ball game. They do have a couple of comeback wins against Medicine Hat already this year. Myers, the delivery. Much better breaking ball there from Myers.
And that one of those first comeback wins was the first game of the season for Regina.
Regina scored 8 runs in the top of the 9th to come back and win that game. In regulation as well. Samar looks that one in as Myers goes to the fastball for strike 2.
Yeah, it's just clipping that corner on the outer part to righties. Really working it well.
See if he comes in, maybe back to that cutter. Myers dancing off of first, so they're going to look him back. Myers just now at 70 pitches. We haven't been able to see who's working out there in that left field dugout, or bullpen rather. 0-2. Samard makes contact. That's going to keep Castellanos at third. No, they're going to come across, and Castellanos scores on the fielder's choice. Myers did a really good job at holding up the runner at third initially, but that little bit of hesitation probably allows Samard to reach on the fielder's choice. They do get the out at second. Watch this little hesitation here.
Well, no one was really covering the bag initially. Samard's a decent runner, so he made that play, and that was smart from Castellanos. He held up initially because he didn't want to get gunned down potentially, but the moment that pitcher turns his back, he knows that's pretty much a free trot to home plate, whether it's going to count or not. And that is a really big run if you're Regina.
Brings Montz to the plate. Counts 1-1 now. Montz 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging. Looking to get onto the score sheet here. Regina has brought a run across now. The lead is just now 3 for Medicine Hat. This one popped high in the air. Back on it is Volcano. Halts up a few feet into the outfield and left. Makes the grab. Regina leaves a runner on, but they do inch a little bit closer. 7-4 now through 5. Things roll on here at Curry Field on a Monday night. Stay with us. Top of the 6th when we return.
Would you say you're a Grammy Award-winning shower singer? No. No, okay. Well, hopefully you can identify some songs here. We're going to play Name That Tune right now. And the DJ, he's going to fire up this song. All you have to do is you can tell me the artist or the title of the song, but preferably both. Okay? Here we go. Well, there's the title, so how about we go with the artist then? Lainey Wilson, coming to Country Thunder, Saskatchewan. You betcha, way to go, Harry. Big round of applause, Curry Field. For Harry on Name That Tune, and we get a nice little prize back here from the Regina Red Sox. How about a Go Sox go from you? Go Sox, go! And now your turn, Curry Field. Go Sox, go! Oh, you can do better than that. What is that? The sun is out today. Let's do it again. That's a little better. We'll practice next inning.
We're not back, are we?
We're back. Yeah. As we get ready for the start of the 6th inning, Medicine Hat scored 6 in the second, 1 in the 4th. Went down pretty quietly in that 5th inning. Just the 1 2-out double from Volcano. First pitch is hit. and foul back. They'll turn the lineup over, and that'll be a big key here for Medicine Hat. This once a 6-run lead dwindled just to 3. Some insurance is definitely going to be necessary here as we head to the final 4
This one
frames.
grounded hard towards the third baseman. Jones has been busy over there. Throw over to Toger is in time for out number 1. Solid defense over there on the left side of the infield.
Yeah, he kind of got a bit of a tough welcome to the league moment. Kind of hit hard off the heel of his glove. That one a lot easier. Reads it well, comes in well. Makes a very nice throw over. That's kind of that D1 mentality you expect of such a good player.
Papathakos also wheeling Crabtree back out. This one foul, dribbled towards the Red Sox dugout. It's up to 81 pitches now after that foul ball. Josh Stark, he's been on base twice, hit a base hit in the second, and then reached on an error in the fourth. Takes a strike there, and he's down 0-2 to Crabtree. Pitch hit back towards Crabtree, flailed at it, trying to get the backhand. Anderson gets a glove to keep it on the infield. And I mean, he made that play probably 6 feet to the right of second base as the shortstop.
Yeah, he immediately saw the way this one was going. Crabtree again trying to make a back pick. Couldn't quite get it. And if that's in the glove of Anderson, if he times it just a little bit better, there's a potential chance at first, but does it well. Keeps it in front of him. Toger reads it as well. Getting off the bag, just trying to play pretty much catcher there, playing it off the chest.
And second hit of the night for the number 9 hitter, Josh Stark. And he turns the lineup over for Evan Morrison, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Popped up in foul territory, though, last plate appearance in the 4th. Medicine Hat hasn't scored since the 4th, and they've only scored in 2 innings. That went well outside for ball number 1. The big 6 spot hanging over Regina right now, though. And the difference in this 7-4 ball game is Crabtree looking for another shutdown inning. This one hit towards Samard. He's going to throw it to second. Anderson's not going to have the play at first. They do get the 1 out, though, on the fielder's choice. And now there's 2 outs for Crabtree out on the mound.
And that's just that speed out of Morrison. Really well turned by that middle infield that's played a lot of decent amount of games together with Anderson and Samard this far on the year. Samard charging in towards second.
Brings Blake Dale back to the plate. Dale 1 for 2 with 4 RBIs on the night, 3 of them on a home run in the second inning. Then he hit a sac fly last plate appearance in the 4th. Swing and a miss here, evens the count at 1-1. Nice little off-speed pitch there from Crabtree. It's a big blemish, but really that second inning, the dark cloud over Crabtree's appearance here tonight. Big swing and a miss there. Great pitch again out of the Point University senior.
Yeah, it looked after that like it was going to be a rough one, maybe a short. When we were talking about maybe the 4th inning, now here we are all the way up to the 6th, and he is dealing here with 2 out.
Looking to get through 6. This one hit towards Anderson, jumps at it. It's not able to make the play. Morrison will hold up at second hit of the night for Blake Dale. This one with 2 outs in the 6th.
That just kind of poked at, down and away, reaching for it was Dale. It's not a great swing, but able to get decent contact.
Number 3 hitter is Frankie Guyon-Cologne. He's 0 for 3. Top of the order has been stellar. I should say the number 1 and 2 hitters have been stellar here tonight. Guyon-Cologne has not had as much luck. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And he has also ended the inning each time he has come to the plate, in the 1st, the 2nd, and the 4th. And he has an opportunity here to be the third out again. This one fouled back, and he's down 0-2. Crabtree up to 92 pitches now through 5 2/3, hoping to get through the 6th. Castellanos gives the sign. Crabtree sets now. A little bit of a look back at Evan Morrison off his second. Now the delivery. This one poked into center field. Mott's going over to his right. Makes the grab. And they talk about the golden sombrero as being getting 4 strikeouts in the night, but being out number 3 4 times, that's tough luck for Frankie Guy-Cologne. Score remains 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th when we return here on Flow Sports.
Good luck, everyone. 2, 5,
the live sports experience is changing.
8, 9,
Teams and
10,
facilities are
11,
under pressure to provide
12,
online
13,
and in-venue
16,
entertainment.
17,
IKS Live has the right team
18,
to deliver.
19,
We provide
21,
service across North
23,
America and produce the
24,
best fan experience
25,
in the seats
and
or streaming to
27.
you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
New pitcher into the ball game for the Messinat Mavericks is number 44, J.J. Harnett. The 6th inning is brought to you by MicroAge Regina, delivering IT solutions that are a home run for Saskatchewan businesses with local service and trusted support to you and family.
Bottom of the 6th inning here as Medicine Hat holds on to a 7-4 lead, and a new pitcher into the ballgame. It's the righty J.J. Harnett.
Yeah, Harnett thus far on the season for the Mavericks. He's made 6 appearances on the year, 10 1/3, all out of the bullpen. Only allowed 5 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Struck out 12 and walked 7. So if he's getting guys out, it's by his own volition. His last appearance was against the Giants on the 18th. He went an inning allowing 1 run on 2 hits, striking at 1 and walking 1. Across his first 2 games, he didn't allow a run or a hit until he played Swift Current on the 8th of June.
And he's down 2-0 quickly here to Brady Bine, the designated hitter, make that 3-0. Can close the book on Cody Myers, who works 5 full, gives up 6 hits, a walk, struck out 6, 4 runs against him, all earned. And he does leave with, or in line for the win, rather, does Myers.
And this is also the first appearance for Harnett against the Red Sox.
3-1 pitch by, fouls that one, lined down the left field line and into the Mavs bullpen. So now after getting ahead 3-0, called strike on a pitch that he was taking all the way, and now the foul and the count full to the lefty By. And that one high and away. By works the leadoff walk here in the 6th.
Yeah, no really good pitches on that one, to be honest.
Seems like a situation here. You work the leadoff walk. You have to now make Harnett pay for that. Cooper Jones, first game as a Regina Red Sox. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Takes a pitch high on the fastball for ball number 1. At least he's had a couple days now to get acclimated with the city, with his teammates. hasn't been thrust into action. This one popped into right field. Going back on it is the right fielder Stark, who makes the grab on the edge of the warning track for out number 1. And now Jones in his first game as a Red Sox is 0 for 3.
Well, digs a little bit at that one in late. Went off the end of the bat, pushing it.
I mean, he's recognized the short porch early, obviously.
Yeah, I guess he has, and he got decent power on that one as well. But again, the first game, we're not expecting anything. No red flags are coming out for first 9 innings for a kid.
Will Toger, last time he came to the plate with the runner on, hit a hard double into the right center field gap, which scored a run. Helped Regina get back into this ball game. That was the 3rd run of the night for the Red Sox. And he's 1 for 2. Fouled back. I took a couple steps towards second. We'll say Bai this year has not been afraid to run. He has 6 stolen bases, and he's yet to be thrown out on the base paths. 1-1 with 1 out. There goes Bai this time. Toger had to swing at it. It's into right field. That is gonna go foul. The bullpen wanted it to be fair.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either.
They tried to sell it for sure.
It did get over the fence there. Now it says 309, but that's more closer to that light post where it is 310 feet. Down the line, it's probably a little bit closer to 290. As it really jets in off of the hill out there over the right field fence. So the count 1-2, no less to Will Toger. Bai's going to run again. The pitch is high and in. The throw is in time. And for the first time this season, Brady Bai is caught stealing.
Yeah, he doesn't like the call, but I think that was a fantastic throw from King. Reads it beautifully, pops up on the knee, or doesn't even get off the knee. That's really well done. Really well executed. And
Brady made it close, that's for sure.
And you know that's on high alert for Madison Hat. They know he's a runner. They know he's good at it.
And Toger lines this one to the second baseman. So after the leadoff walk, Regina unable to do anything with it. So the score remains 7-4 as we're through 2/3 here on a Monday night. Top of the 7th when we return on Flow Sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to head down to the field here, field level. We have got 4 girls, and we are going to play leapfrog. I want you to give a great big round of applause for Lillian, Emily, Quinn, and Abigail. And they're going to have to leapfrog their way to Slider. Okay, now we'll see how this is going to go, but are you all ready? You're all ready? Okay, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's see what you can do. Well, it's pretty close. It's neck and neck. This leapfrog race, you might say, is riveting. There we go. And they're just about there. Who's going to get here first? Oh, it was close. What do you think here? We're gonna give it to number 7 and number 24. Is that who we got it? And we got a nice little prize here for all of you. Congratulations. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Abigail, Quinn, Emily, and Lillian.
Tastes like Miller time. The 7th inning is sponsored by.
Said the other day that back here, top of the 7th inning, 4-5-6, dangerous part of the lineup coming up for Medicine Hat. And it is Daniel Crabtree out for his 7th inning of work. First pitch, line foul. Oh my goodness, look at the water.
Yeah, that got stuck in a puddle on the grass as that skipped. Bullpen catcher's going to make a play. It is still pretty wet. Rain came down very hard here in North Regina. Warding track and kind of those foul territory grass areas are extremely
This one grounded hard down the left field line. This time it's gobbled up by Jones, but it's a long throw, and Roth able to beat it out. Tough play for Jones. He had to knock it down and then throw from basically the foul line to the other foul line.
Yeah, if that's fielded on a hop, there's a chance, but the moment he dropped that, there was really no play. And now, here comes the pitching coach for the Red Sox, Paulin.
Yeah. That is the... Yeah, Crabtree gave up a hit in the 6th, but he was able to kind of snuff it out. Gave up a double in the 5th, and then a hit in the 4th. So just 4 hits over the last, now 3+ innings for Crabtree. So just a little, hey, confidence, maybe give a little bit more time for the reliever who's warming up. Looks like maybe Izzy Johnson. Maybe a 47. Garrett Mullins. It would be his first Red Sox appearance. This one grounded up the middle. Samard's going to underhand it, flip to... Oh no, they're saying that Anderson came off the bag trying to field that flip from Samard. And the fans giving it to Warren Burrell at second base. This is a very close play. Great effort from Samard and Anderson to try and link up there.
No, that's got to be an out. That's really tough for the Sox.
2 beers for $12, courtesy of Mopjacks.
So Calder gets the base hit. And the fans continuing to give it to the umpire at second. So Crabtree, the wrong side of some tough luck. And then he gets behind Johnny Volcano with the first pitch ball. That one low and in the dirt. Now behind 2-0. Crabtree just now needs to reset.
This is kind of how that second inning went as well, so just gotta let anything, can't let anything else go here on his accord.
99th pitch of the ball game is also outside, and now he's behind to Volcano 3-0. Volcano, a good hitter. Have to imagine if he sees one he likes, he has the green light, and he's earned that trust. Look back at Roth off of second. That one just misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk on the 100th pitch. And here comes Ryan Pathakos out of the dugout to yank his starting pitcher on the night. He will leave the ball game with the bases loaded and responsible for all 3 base runners. New pitcher into the ball game when we return here on Flow Sports.
New pitcher into the ball game for the Regina Red Sox, number 49, Michael Bizier.
new pitcher into the ball game, making his first Regina Red Sox appearance of the year. It is a freshman out of Dodge City, Michael Bizier, making his Red Sox debut.
Coming out of Repentigny, Quebec, coming off the season from Dodge City Community College Inquisitors, where across last season he pitched 51 full innings, allowed 80 hits and 72 earned runs, struck out 37 batters, walked 29.
And I should apologize to Michael. It's his first Red Sox appearance here at home. Pitched in that doubleheader on Thursday. This one popped, foul, and Castellanos is going to watch it go out of play. Worked 3 innings on Thursday. Did not give up a hit, did not give up a run. Struck out 3, did hit a batter on 43 pitches. First batter he faces is Carson Chan. Counts even at 1-1. There is no outs and the bases loaded. Carter Roth off of third. Eric Calder off as second. Johnny Volcano leading off at first after the walk. Infield has drawn all the way into the infield grass. And this one fouled back, and Bizier ahead 1-2. Infield hoping for something hit right at them so that they can get the out at home first, and then maybe even potentially go to first. Potential double play opportunity. That would be big. Counts 1-2. Bizier the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Gets away from Castellanos and up the first base line, but not far enough for Roth to advance. He started making his way to home, but Castellanos with the good defensive play behind the plate.
Yeah, he made his way home, and Calder took a huge lead off of second. He's lucky that they're playing in, because throw over could have potentially got him, but not wanting to risk anything. And long-term Red Sox, if they can get Bizier in this game for the last 3 innings, that would be huge.
2-2's the count, 7-4 ball game. Medicine Hat pressing here to try and extend their lead. This one popped on the infield. Simard is going to make the grab. Infield fly was on. Big first out here from Michael Bizier to try and pick up his starter, who's now out of the ball game.
Yeah, Chan, he's upset at himself. He just got under this one. It was up in the zone. He kind of mistimed it. That's why I pushed it over to Simard. Makes the smart play. Not trying to get too fancy. Not trying to let it drop and throw to second or anything like that.
Well, yeah, the infield fly was on, so
maybe try to catch a runner.
Yeah, not available. Good pitch there from Bizier to Nate King, called a strike. He checks in with the umpire to make sure where that cross does King. Crabtree worked 6+, gave up 12 hits, walked 2, struck out 2, did not hit a batter. Right now he's given up all 7, but only 1 of them earned. So this one fouled, and it looked like the ball maybe hit Castellanos on his throwing hand, potentially. He kind of shook that one off the arm maybe. Home plate umpire giving him a few seconds, walks the ball out to Bizier to give the catcher. Of course, umpires, catchers have that kind of relationship. Somebody takes a hard ball or hard liner foul off like that, they're going to give the other one a little bit of time. Nate King, too, the catcher, he understands. Counts 0-2. This one popped into right field. Martinez is going to make the grab. Roth not able to advance. He hesitated and wasn't able to come across. I don't think he saw the throw out of Martinez well enough to get a read on it and didn't want to get thrown out at home.
That might have been a deke all the way, but he took a good couple steps. Squaring up for it beautifully, and yeah, Martinez, he kind of started running laterally, and at the very last second started coming in. That might have tipped off Roth to not make that play to home. But a really good defensive play.
In there, strike 1 to Josh Stark, and Regina is 1 out away from getting through this bases loaded jam here in the top of the 7th. Stark's been a tough out tonight. He hasn't gotten out yet. 2 for 3 as he did reach on an error. 2 singles and a run scored for the number 9 hitter. And he's down 0-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, low and in the dirt. Fans thought he should have got the call. That one looked a little low, though.
Yeah, that breaking ball, Bizier wasn't going to get it.
I will say, though, this is how you know you get into the summer here at Curry Field. The fans get a little bit more passionate. Crowd also gets a little bit more full, too. Great to see. That one in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Castellanos. Count does go to 2-2. Dan's trying to get behind their young pitcher. Castellanos gives the sign. Bizier likes it. 2-2 pitch. This one popped up. This one has to go a long way. Does Mods diving? Doesn't make the grab. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. They'll hold up the Volcano at third. Mods with the great effort out in center, unable to make the play. 2 runners come across, and the lead extends back to 5 for Medicine Hat.
Again, kind of off the end of the bat. Anderson, he had no play on it. That was Montz all the way, and it just skips off the glove. He had a real chance at it. Just misread it by a couple of inches. And it's a tough break for Regina, just 1 pitch away from getting out of it scot-free.
And Stark has his 3rd hit on the night. Great pitch there to Morrison, the leadoff batter for Medicine Hat. 2 for 4 is Morrison on this evening. Big swing and a miss there. Oh-2 coming from Bizier against Morrison. Here's the pitch. That one goes back to the screen. That's going to allow Volcano to score on the wild pitch. Bizier was 1 pitch from getting through this bases loaded jam, but Medicine Hat just grind. Oh, 3 runners all come across.
Gents, what's going on? What? No free beers?
1-2 pitch coming up. Big swing and a miss as they get Morrison for the 3rd out. But the damage done. 3 runs come across for Medicine Hat. They reestablish a 6-run lead. The score now 10-4 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll stretch here at Curry Field and be right back on Flow Sports.
And to get you going, we got to sing Take You Out to the Ball Game. We have got Lillian, we have got Bridget, and we got Charlie. They're going to start things off. Come on up here and let's go. We're going to sing it here in 3, 2, 1. The 7th inning stretch brought to you by IKS Media.
I'm gonna be a pirate on the river Saskatchewan, and it's a heave high coming down the face. Steer away to Harley, all the things that it's a high bombs by your doors when you see the Jolly Roger. Coming down the veins,
Back here, bottom of the 7th inning, Regina was so close to getting through that top of the 7th with the bases loaded. Michael Bizier got within one pitch of striking out Josh Stark. But Medicine Hat able to put 3 on the board with 2 outs. And now they have that 10-4 lead. 7-8-9, the due up for Regina, starting off with Lance Anderson. Shows bunt, pulls it back, called a strike though.
Yeah, Bizier, he got into good counts though. Got into 2 strikes multiple times, as you mentioned. The last pitch that Medicine threw their bat at, they were able to get some blue base hits.
That one doesn't catch the zone. Anderson jumps ahead 2-1. We can now close the book on Crabtree, who gave up 10 runs. Only 4 of them earned, though, tonight. Swing and a miss there by Anderson. Evens the count at 2-2 to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Harnett the pitch. This one fouled off and back to the screen by Anderson. Anderson came in tonight with 13 hits in 12 games. 0 for 2 this evening, .310 average. Takes the ball there to fill the count. He's got 5 extra base hits, does Anderson. 3-2 upcoming from Harnett. That one's outside, and Anderson works the walk. Back-to-back leadoff walks for Regina in the 6th and now the 7th inning. But last inning, they weren't able to do anything with it. Brady Bye was caught stealing. And then Will Toger and Cooper Jones, both with soft flyouts. Unable to advance the runner after the walk. This one dribbled towards third. Roth picks it up. The throw over to second is in time. And at first as well. Medicine Hat goes around the horn for the double play to snuff out the rally.
And that is, look at this pick over at third. This is really incredible by Roth. Reads it off a 1-hop. Under the legs. That is really clean from a very experienced third baseman for Medicine Hat. It's been fantastic with the bat. Doesn't get talked about much for his glove. That one absolutely will.
I mean, when you break the NAIA record for hits, people probably aren't going to talk about your gloves so much, but Carter Roth, he's good on both sides of the ball, that's for sure. More dangerous offensively, of course. Ty Martinez, 0 for 2, ground out strikeout. Takes a pitch for a strike there, and he falls behind 1-2 against Harnett. Regina looking to climb back in this one. Down 6. Got oh so close. Past couple innings, they've had their chances, just haven't been able to advance runners. Big swing and a miss. Down goes Martinez for out number 3 here in the 7th. Regina down to their final 6 outs. We'll be back here for the top of the 8th when we return on Flow Sports.
Sox fans, let's look at the meal board. Tonight's Play the Game, brought to you by IKS Media.
Yes. Morocco and Netherlands are going overtime.
Really?
Yes.
Second game to go into the extra. That Paraguay game was insane.
Oh my goodness. That. Yeah, Germany, you guys might be washed. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know why they had Havertz taking that first penalty. That was, man.
Class made right here in Regina.
off the 8th inning with the Medicine Mavericks out to a 10-4 lead. Regina running out of time to climb back in this ball game. Michael Bizier back out on the mound, 2nd inning of work.
And he really did look good. He only allowed the 1 hit in that wild pitch, but did unfortunately bring a run around. None of those to him in his responsibility, but if he can get through these last 2 relatively unscathed, limit the base runners, then Regina, they'll turn that lineup over and they'll have a decent chance at the final 6 outs.
This one outside as Blake Dale ahead 2-0 against Bizier. Check swing, called a strike though. Not for the swing. Blake Dale leads the WCBL right now in doubles. He's actually tied with Carter Roth at 13. Ooh, this one hit him high up on the shoulder. Couldn't get out of the time. Luckily, he was able to turn away.
First baseman number 34, Frankie Giampaoli.
But that one just getting way up and in. No intent, of course, but I've seen a few pitches now from Bizier get away this inning. The first one was inside to Dale where the feet were moving out of the way. The second pitch was well outside in the other batter's box. And then that one hits him. Breaking ball. Maybe it was all the guys for the next pitch. Frankie Guy Cologne 0 for 4 tonight. Saving grace. Oh, this one also inside. Has him moving out of the way. So Guy Cologne tonight has been the 3rd out each of the 4 times he's come to the plate. This would be the first time he doesn't even come up with that situation possible. But it's been a tough night for him. Strike called on, looked more like a sweeper there.
And you can't really fault him for being that last out. He only had a man on base once, and that was in the 6th.
1-2. Popped into right field. Martinez took a step back, but he's going to start trotting in, make the grab. Out number 1. And now Guy Cologne 0 for 5 on the evening. 2 strikeouts, 3 flyouts.
Third baseman number 10, Carter Roth.
And this will be a tough out here with Roth. Double play in effect. That'd be really big for Bizier. If he can work himself into the 9th, Red Sox really do have a chance.
Roth 2 for 4, 2 singles, came across to score as part of that 7th inning. He led off the top of the 7th with that base hit. That was the one that was hit hard to Cooper Jones, but he was able to beat out the throw. Nice breaking ball there, catches the top part. Counts 1-1 with 1 away, runner on first. Fastball high for ball number 2. Roth, 25 RBIs this year, top 10 in the league. This one popped, back on it is Samar. Martinez diving, makes the grab on the soft fly ball. He had to come a long way to get in and make that grab.
Again, he kind of started moving a little bit laterally on this one. Started moving diagonally, then realized that's coming to me, and reads it the whole time really well.
Luckily, the grass is really wet and soft out there.
Yeah, you can see it all over his knees. Well, the sod.
Eric Calder comes to the plate, 1 for 3 on the evening, but he's been on base twice, including once via an error, and came across to score. Ooh, this one hit towards, who is that sitting there? Whoever it was, he's not sitting there anymore though. He's into the dugout. Calder also had a base hit in the 7th and then came across to score. That's a called strike, and now Bizier ahead 0-2 with 2 outs, looking to strand the leadoff hit by pitch. Effectively wild. Bizier is here in the 8th. Here's the pitch, outside. And we see Castellanos kind of try to frame that one. Do you think it's more of just does that every type of pitch? Like, he's obviously not trying to get the call, but is it more of a muscle memory type thing for other pitches? Hit and run was on. This one pulled foul as Dale was moving on the pitch.
Yeah, honestly, I think it is kind of, especially in that location, if you're pitching away to the lefty, away to the righty, you're trying to bring that in. And now Bezier is just going to get his shoe tied, but that is kind of a bit of instinct, you know, trying to drag that one a little bit more in, maybe on the catch, closing that glove a bit earlier.
That was just like really the first time that I noticed it. It's like the ball was so clearly outside, but he still kind of tries to pull it into the zone. Seems to be the way of catching now these days, though. 1-2, high and away. Evens the count at 2-2. Calder's been on base 3 times tonight. He's worked a walk. Went back to that curveball, but he wasn't able to get on top of it. Now the count is full with 2 outs, so Dale will be moving on the pitch. Something maybe that finds a gap could probably score Dale. He's got the legs.
Still going to play him on a little bit. Now they'll play behind him.
There he goes. And the swing popped into foul territory. Both Jones and Castellanos watch it go out of play. Bizier and Calder locked in a pretty good at-bat here. 9th pitch of this plate appearance coming up. 3-2 coming back. There goes the runner, and that one's high and away, and Calder for the 2nd time tonight will trot down to first on the free pass.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to lose him. Really well worked there by Calder. A couple poor off-speed pitches, especially away in the zone. And I get that righty-on-righty matchup. Maybe you try to work that inner part now. Get a bit more of that advantage.
Johnny Volcano comes back to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He too has worked a walk here tonight. That was actually his last plate appearance. He was the last batter to see Daniel Crabtree. Breaking ball there. Volcano was moving out of the way of it, but it breaks in and catches the front door. As Bizier gets ahead on another batter, just needs to try and finish it off. That went right down the middle on the fastball after the breaking ball. Volcano clearly off balance here in this plate appearance. Maybe he goes back to that sweeper again. Look back at Dale leading off a second. There's one that's poked into the gap, and it's going to fall in front of Montz. And barely sliding in there is Calder. A very close play at third. It is Warren Burrell again making that call over there, and the fans know it. This was a very close play. This one just hit softly enough by Volcano that neither of the outfielders were able to get to it.
It is kind of, it's that changeup, or sorry, that slider kind of going away to the righty, and it's kind of hung a little bit over the heart of the plate. And now we're going to get a pinch runner here over at first.
Pinch runner for the Mavericks, number 14, Takeo Cervantes.
Takeo Cervantes in. Pinch running for Johnny Volcano. fouled ball. The first pitch to Carson Chan.
They're not running first pitch, so they're going to use this runner a little bit more sparingly.
Chan 1 for 4 on the night, has 2 runs scored. He did reach on an error in the 4th inning. It's ahead 0-2. Sorry, 2-0. Hit an 2 RBI double, which got the night really started for Medicine Hat. Drove in the first 2 runs for the Mavs here this evening. Swing fouled back. It is a deep lineup. Production from all 9 guys here tonight. Really just Frankie Guy Cologne is the only guy to not be on base. This one dribbled foul. It's well ahead of it. Kind of caught it off the end of the bat. So the count goes to 2-2 once again here with 2 outs. Runners on the corner. It's Calder off a third. Takeo Cerventa is coming in as a pinch runner off of first. Two-two. In the dirt. Good block there by Castellanos. Runs the count full. So Cervantes now will be able to get that head start over at first. Chan, who has not drawn a walk yet tonight, but hit a double and a three-shot error. This one popped in on the infield. Anderson's going to call everybody off, make the grab in behind second base. One does go up on the board for the Mavericks here in the top of the 8th. Regina down to their final 6 outs, down 7. Tough task ahead. We'll see if they can come back here when we return. Bottom of the 8th after the break.
$340. Take home with $340. Our 50-50 winning ticket.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Looks like he's trying to get Simard to chase. Reliever out on the Medicine Hat side is warming up quickly. It is a righty. There's a lefty waiting on deck in Ian Montz. That one high and in as Simard has to jump out of the way. Kind of ducking there.
Yeah, really losing that command, especially in. He's, well, actually in and out, I guess, just overall. You're right.
There's a taller pitcher out there, so I think it's high note. Warming up. Just by looking. Could be totally wrong on that. Haven't been able to see a number just yet. Counts 3-1 to Simard from Harnett. This one hit hard up the middle. That's going to get over the second base bag and into center field. Myers takes a half step towards second, but he holds up. 2 runners on now for Ian Montz coming to the plate. Second hit of the night for Simard. He just kind of took that one right back where it came from, up the middle. And yeah, we're going to get a pitching change here. Out of the ball game comes J.J. Harnett, new pitcher for Medicine Hat when we return on Flow Sports.
You should check the group chat.
New pitcher in the ball game for Medicine Hat, number 9, Miguel De Jesus.
New pitcher into the ballgame for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. It is the tall, lengthy righty in Miguel De Jesus.
Yeah, this freshman from Southwestern Christian University making his 6th appearance of the season. In total, he's gone 4 1/3 across those 6 appearances. He allowed 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. He struck out 4 and only walked the 1 batter. And his longest appearance of the season has been an inning and a third, so this is somewhat of a stopgap solution if Medicine Hat are going to look to keep the bullpen in short order as they look to end this game.
First batter he faces is Ian Montz, the lefties. 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts is Montz. Small sample size for De Jesus, but 4 1/3 innings pitched. The ERA at 10.4. Counts 1-1 here to Ian Montz. First game action Montz has seen in quite some time. This one hard pulled foul though. The last time Montz probably played was game 3 of the WCBL final last year.
Yeah, he would have been part of that championship game, that comeback towards the end of the game.
He made the game-winning catch out in center. I remember talking to him after the team returned back. I asked him, I was like, have you ever caught the final out of a championship game? He said no.
And that was with runners on, so if he doesn't make that play, that could have tied the game.
1-2 pitch in there, strike 3. Mott's looking, goes down. As De Jesus has come in here to try and clean up the mess on the base paths. Gets the first batter he faces. Good little breaking ball.
Sorry? Yeah. No, I'm saying like in the championship.
Brady by.
Okay.
Big swing and a miss at the first pitch he sees.
Like that catch in the championship. Yeah, there were runners on. And if
By hit a 2 RBI double in the 4th inning. The only hit he's had. He did draw a walk in the 6th, but was thrown out trying to steal second. 0-1 from De Jesus, breaking ball that doesn't break and finishes high and away for ball number 1. By still among the league leaders in homers and in RBIs.
They need balls in the dugout.
They said they're in the East ticket booth, Gary said.
5 homers for Brady. 23 driven in. That's 9th best in the WCBL. And he added another 2 tonight. So after, I believe De Jesus stepped off there. 1-1. This one hit hard towards second base. They get one at second. Throw from Cervantes is in time, and By grounds into the double play to end the 8th, and the rally snuffed out here. It's a 7-run lead for Medicine Hat. They look to add even more insurance in the 9th inning when we return on Flow Sports.
The 9th inning is brought to you by Brandt. As members of the Regina community for over 90 years, Brandt has been going to bat for Regina, and we're proud to support the next generation of baseball talent right here at Curry Field. Let's go Sox! New pitcher into the ball game for the Red Sox, number 25, Vittorio Iacobucci.
New pitcher into the ballgame for Regina here in the 9th inning. It is Vittorio Iakabuchi, and we believe it's his first appearance of 2026.
Yeah, he doesn't have any stats listed to 2026, as you mentioned, but he is a returning Red Sox player. He's part of the championship squad last season from Vancouver and Point University.
Made 13 appearances with the Point University Skyhawks this season. First pitch fouled off the foot of Nate King. You could tell he was feeling that one.
Still trying to walk it off a bit.
8 of those 13 appearances were starts. He went 5-4 with a 6.38 ERA, 44 innings pitched, 39 hits, 37 runs, only 31 earned, walked 29, struck out 36, had a whip of 1.5. This year, this one grounded towards Jones at third. That throw is way offline and in. Thought it was going into the dugout. But the throwing error from Jones, that one just gets away from him. Allows King to reach here.
That's just poor release. Maybe his foot might have slipped on that well-worn patch of dirt, but that's an unfortunate play from a third baseman that's been busy, been hot and cold, been up and down for sure across the evening.
Second error of the night charge to the third baseman Jones. He's got his head down there, knows he should have made the play. She'll be ready to make the next one though. That brings Josh Stark to the plate. He's been on base all 4 times he's come up tonight. 3 of them via a base hit or better. He's even got a double. And then he also reached on an error in the 4th. Pitch here from Iakabuchi outside, evens the count at 1-1. This the third season for Vittorio up here in Regina. 1-1 is also high and away as he falls behind 2-1 to Stark. 24 games pitched as a Red Sox in 2 seasons. The ERA is 5.3 in those 24 appearances. 42 and a third innings pitched. They're all out of the bullpen as well. Although he's proven he has some length with those 8 starts with the Skyhawks today, or this year, sorry. 49 hits, 33 runs against. He's walked 28 batters, struck out 42. And has a whip of 1.8 in his Red Sox career. That one called a strike. And Iakabuchi gets his first strikeout of 2026.
Yeah, usually Iakabuchi, he's one that goes maybe 2, maybe even 3 innings coming out of a pen off of a good start. But here today, they just need him to get this one, kind of work him in as the season progresses off a higher workload in university.
That one outside, call the ball to Evan Morrison. Of course, teammates as well with the Skyhawks, with both Daniel Crabtree and Brady Bye. This one fouled back by Morrison. Morrison 2 for 5 on the night with 2 singles. Also reached via fielder's choice in the 6th. He struck out last plate appearance in the 7th. Still one of the top hitters in the Western Canadian Baseball League, despite the effort tonight. I mean, the average 400 tonight as Iakabuchi doesn't get the call there. Wanted it. At 2-1. Gets away from Castellanos on the wild pitch, allows Nate King to advance to second easily on the wild pitch.
Iakabuchi's control has been decent to start. 6 pitches, or 11 pitches, 6 strikes. So just kind of poor release on the top of the rotation.
Counts now 3-1 to the leadoff hitter Morrison. And called a strike as the zone expands.
And Morrison was 2/3 of the way of throwing his bat towards the other
his
dugout.
bat was almost in the dugout. That's how close he was to throwing that bat and trotting down to first. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. As Iakabuchi back-to-back strikeouts after the error and takes advantage of the second chance. Throws a great pitch as well.
Now that's just straight heat on the inner part, really well located. Nothing Morrison could do.
Blake Dale has had the biggest swing of the night. He had a 3-run home run in the second, which jumped Medicine Hat out to a 3-run lead. And they have not looked back since. They scored 6 in that inning and have held the lead ever since. Check swing went around though. 2 for 3 is Dale tonight, as he has 4 RBIs. He scored 2 runs. He hit a sac fly, a single, and then was hit by a pitch last plate appearance after lining out first plate appearance in the first, which was the first half of a double play. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from Castellanos. Both runners are able to reach, with King going to third and Dale getting to first on the wild pitch.
And that is a tough break for Iakabuchi. Throws a really good pitch in the dirt. Castellanos on that fastball just couldn't get down quick enough.
And King now, after the error, has got to third on 2 wild pitches. And Iakabuchi now has essentially had, or will be looking for now, his 5th out of this inning. With the error and already 3 strikeouts, Iakabuchi should have been out of this inning a long time ago. While Frankie Guy-Cologne will be looking to get on base for the first time tonight. He's the only Mavericks batter to not reach base here tonight, as this one is fouled off. And I'm looking at the scorebook. I think he's the only one without a hit. Yeah, he's the only one without a hit. Every other starter has a hit tonight for Medicine Hat, except for Frankie Guy-Cologne. 2-1. This one fouled back. And guess what? He's up with 2 outs. Potentially for a 5th time tonight. Could be out number 3.
However, for the first time this evening, he does have a runner in scoring position. So he could make up for that and really put this game out of reach, really put it on ice.
2-2 coming from Iakabuchi. Swing and a miss. Castellanos will throw it down to first to complete the play. Tough night for Guy-Cologne. He's 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. 5 times he was out number 3. But Medicine Hat up 11-4, so I'm sure he'll take that. Regina down to their final 3 outs, needing 7 runs when we return on Flow Sports.
I got members of the Lumsden Cubs White, and they're going to do a big Go Sox Go chant. Here we go. Go Sox Go! One more time. Curry Field, your turn. One more time for good luck.
fresh off the mound. A couple autographs there for Victoria Iacobucci to the junior Red Sox there.
That's a hot commodity.
How about Iacobucci just had a 4 strikeout inning? That one high and in. It is 5, 6, and 7 for Regina in the bottom of the ninth. They need to get runners on base and try to score 7 runs here to at least tie Cooper Jones, Will Toger, and Lance Anderson. This one inside as Jones moves out of the way. Regina in threat of falling 6 games below 500 if it's a loss indeed tonight. Miguel De Jesus looking to shut it down. That one called a strike in on the hands of Jones.
Fastball just clipping the corner. Jones not expecting it. Kind of was propping that foot up.
Now this part of the lineup for Regina has been on base just twice. They have 1 hit. It's a double by Toger, and then Anderson drew a walk. Swing and a miss here by Jones in his first Red Sox appearance. So for 3, he's already struck out once and in trouble and possibly doing it again here in this plate appearance. 2-2 from De Jesus. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Close. Just barely able to hold that one up.
Yeah, Jones is really lucky on this one. On that high pitch, that's really, really hard to hold back on. They might give you a little bit of a benefit of a doubt, but that is tough with that high batting stance as well.
So the count now full from De Jesus to Jones, and he gets him on the very next pitch, swinging. Second strikeout of the night, which Jones has had, and second as well for De Jesus. Harnett went 2+, gave up a hit, 2 walks, struck out 1, did not give up a run. He did hit a batter as well on 36 pitches in relief. Will Toger coming up. 1 for 3 on the evening, an RBI double in the 4th. It was his 1 hit. Had a soft liner to the second baseman to end the 6th inning, his last time up.
And that's such a good curveball to just drop in right in the bucket.
Everybody in the Red Sox dugout has a helmet and a bat in hand. Swing and a miss here from Toger as he falls behind 0-2. Everybody optimistic. They've come back against this Mavs team from 7 back before, or from 6 back rather, trying to do it from 7 here tonight. 0-2 coming from De Jesus. Toger lays off. King thought it was a strike. Went to go throw that one around the horn. Doesn't get the call.
That's a great take from Toger.
So the count now 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Toger. And Medicine Hat 1 out away from win number 11 on this 2026 season.
And De Jesus, he has just been dealing so far 3 strikeouts and just 4 batters. And one of those batters grounded into a double play. He's been elite coming out of the pen. Maybe not the situation you want to use someone as high leverage as him in, but Medicine Hat will take it.
Lance Anderson hoping to start a 2-out rally. Maybe at least try to make this score a little bit more respectable. Takes a first pitch strike though. The 0-1. Pop foul. And Regina down to their final strike tonight. How's the soccer game going? Are they in the penalty kicks?
They are.
Oh my goodness. Of course, the winner plays Canada. Netherlands and Morocco play tonight. 0-2 from Miguel De Jesus. This one grounded towards Dale at second. He'll pick it up, throw it over to Guy Cologne at first, and that is the ball game. The Medicine Hat Mavericks come into Curry Field on a Monday night and stun this Red Sox crowd with a big second inning, powering Medicine Hat to a 11-4 victory. And really right from the beginning of this one, you could tell Regina has had a few days off.
Yeah, it's that conversation of rust versus rest, but I also think it's a bit more of a mental game where you're going in every game not knowing if you're playing or not. And you come in here today against a Mavericks team that puts up a lot of runs versus a Regina team that struggled in the field and struggled at a starting pitching outside of a couple outliers, and just a recipe for disaster to start the game. Daniel Crabtree really did bounce back kind of after that disastrous second. It was a tough in the 7th with that bases loaded situation, unfortunately letting all of them score. You can imagine if some of those don't come around, Regina are still very well in this game, but offense just got shut down. You got Hornet, you got De Jesus coming out for 4 innings of really good ball coming out of the pen. Overall, this is the Mavericks team that I think they expected this to be this season. A really good bullpen and a fantastic offense. What we saw tonight is what they're going to look to turn into as they head into the rest of the season.
Medicine Hat looks forward to tomorrow and Wednesday night. They have a 2-game set at Roswell's Park against the Moose Jaw Miller Express over the next couple days, while Regina looks now towards Wednesday with a doubleheader against Swift Current on Canada Day. Does the end of a month and the start of a new one bring a refreshed mindset now?
I feel like that could, as well as kind of the newer players coming in. With Iakabuchi getting his first start, you get Jones, you get Mons, you get some of those guys that either are new to this environment or new to the league, or maybe they're a little bit more familiar with the team. They just need a couple games to really get acclimated to what this year's team is going to be. And sure, that month flipping over, that calendar flipping over, it can definitely do that for some of these guys, and that could see Red Sox's fortunes turn around. But that gap, you mentioned it kind of during the broadcast, only 8 now going on to 9 games, but that gap is only going to keep growing, and once it hits the All-Star break, you kind of got to keep it in your back pocket, and that's when some of these games are going to be to some importance.
Now you're 8.5 games back of first place, but you're only 1 game back of 4th, and the top 4 make the playoffs, and there's lots of baseball left here. So the Red Sox, I'm sure, will continue to look for the silver linings. 6 games below 500 now at 10-16 8-14 on the season. Again, join us again on Wednesday. We got a 2-game set on Wednesday. Canada Day doubleheader against the Swift Current 57s. Medicine Hat wins this game, 11 runs on 14 hits. They left 10 runners on base as well, while Regina 4 runs, 7 hits. They committed 4 errors in the field and left 3 on base. For Elliot Wagner, for the guys in the truck, thank you so much for joining us on tonight's broadcast. I'm Donovan Mace. Again, join us on Wednesday, and you can look for the highlights of this game on that Western Canadian Baseball League YouTube page. See you on Wednesday at the ballpark. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night, everyone.